What is going on, guys? My name is Skewer the Critics, and today we're going to play Boros Charm in Modern. So this is the same list I went to beat the Valky decks and the Euro decks. Of course, these are going to get banned or changed on Monday. So this is like my last video before the change. I did this video that you're going to see on my Twitch channel. So if you're interested in this, I'm probably going to do more Twitch videos. So let me know in the comment section below if you want to see more Twitch videos. It's going to be my second link that I did. I decided to add a Searing Blood because I saw a lot of creatures, death and taxes sort of decks. So if you enjoyed the video or want to see more Twitch, let me know in the comments and put a little thumbs up, helps me a lot. If you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to my channel. And also, best way to support me is my Patreon. These other Patreons are helping me for this month, so thank you to my Patreons. My TCLJ affiliate program that is going to be in the description, and I have my Discord server if you want to talk with me about lists and stuff, also in the description. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Pretty good hand. Let's keep.
Swamp. Alright. Inquisition. Alright, so I guess they're just gonna grab Boros Charm here, or just one of these two, just so I have an awkward next turn. Take the Charm, it's fine. Since there are a swamp, so they might have like a push next turn or some kind of removal spell. Like, I think I'm just gonna go for maximum damage rather than play the Rift Bolt, because usually you would want to play the Rift Bolt here. But I just want to go for maximum damage with my Swiftspear before it dies. Bring them down to 10. Hope they have no push, no Inquisition. Swamp Inquisition could still be many things here. Marsh Flats, okay. Thoughtseize is fine because they at least take 2 from it, so. Alright, another Swiftspear. They fetch and response, sure. Watergrave tapped, okay. Is this like Dimir Control? But Dimir Control, I guess they would have blue fletched lands, so maybe this is like Esper. Alright, Grixis. Let's draw a card. Searing Blaze is pretty bad. And Revel. Okay. Alright, let's go to combat attack. Let's see what they do first. Sure. Suspend Revolt, go. Sure. So they are Grixis the Shadow, that's my guess. Not playing Lurrus because they have the big old Gurmag Anglers. I think we're in a pretty solid spot here. We have a Rift Bolt coming, 2 Swiftspears on the battlefield, and if they play any creature, this is at least 1 damage, and pumping my Swiftspears by 1 could be like just lethal. Alright, so Gurmag Angler, something tell me they have like a Stubborn Denial, They might have a push stubborn or something. So a burn spell or a land would do it, I think. Sure. Alright, so they need exactly a removal spell or else they're just dead. Here's the thing, it's safer to play the Eidolon and just pass turn or just attack for 2 and play the Eidolon. I guess I'm going to attack first. I can always Searing Blaze at instant speed if I want to. Or I could always Searing Blaze afterward also, so that's fine. Alright, so they're just dead. Yep. Alright, Grixis the Shadow. Haven't seen this matchup in a long time. I don't really have much for the matchup, just 3 path, and that's pretty much it. Searing Blaze are pretty bad. Nope. Yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly. Don't have much for this. At my local game store, when like Grixis the Shadow used to be a deck, we were like 30 people, and like 8 people were playing Grixis the Shadow. It was crazy. This deck was really huge at some point. But now you have Scourge of the Skyclave, so why would you want to play Gurmag Angler? Alright, pretty awkward hand. We don't have any pressure. We do have one removal spell. Yeah, this hand is like really on the verge of being a mole. Here's the thing. My way of thinking it is when a hand is like really close to being a mulligan, are you playing against an Acquisition deck / Thoughtseize deck? Yes, then you keep it. But 3 lands, like we have absolutely no pressure. We can do like Bolt. Helix is bad in this matchup also. Yep, I think I'm just gonna maul this one. That's way better. Foundry to the bottom. Yep. Yep. This one is already better because these 2 Sunbaked Canyons could be cracked later on in the game. Mishra's Bubble. And go. Sure. We drew Lightning Strike. I like Lightning Helix against like Scourge of the Skyclave deck because if you target the Scourge and they are like a 6/6, you can just kill it. But against Grixis the Shadow, most of the time it's not gonna do much. Acquisition. Yep. Probably taking Riftbolt. Wow, really? Taking a Helix. That's weird. Goblinguide is a great draw. Island on top. Do they have a Photo Push? They don't. Okay. Here we're kind of in a weird stage where I have to play my spells, but I don't really want to help them having a Death Shadow. So, and Riftbolt is like one of the worst spells to try to do that game plan. The best one being instant speed spells. But the fact that I have 2 creatures on the battlefield helps a lot to put some pressure on my opponent. I might just do like Fetch Shock Death Shadow. Or Gurmag. A 2/2 Shadow, sure. Alright, so I'm just going to target the Shadow here. They would need a Dismember because Street Wraith is usually sideboarded out against the burn matchup. Hello? Wow, they didn't have anything? They just put that Shadow out there knowing that I had a Riftbolt? Now I'm just gonna be more aggressive because I drew an Eidolon, so my opponent's gonna have a lot of pressure to deal with. Aether Gust. Okay, I think I'm just gonna put it to the bottom. Eidolon and Suspend Riftbolt and go. So my opponent playing an Aether Gust tells me they have absolutely no removal in hand. And also they just didn't cast any removal from like the beginning of the game, so their hand must be a bit awkward or like a bunch of threats, but they're at 9, so their threats are not that great. Lurrus, sure. Hardcast, not a companion, just a main deck Lurrus. They're gonna bring back the Shadow. Sure. Alright, so bit awkward, but I think I'm just gonna go face here because I know I could kill the Lurrus, preventing them from doing value, but my Eidolon being on the battlefield protects me from the Lurrus, so I'm just gonna go face here. I have a lot of draws to win this game. Yep. GG opponent. Alright, nice little good old days, Grixis Death Shadow. Against a really, really good Shadow player, the matchup is like a 50-50. Against a player that doesn't really know what they're doing, usually the burn player wins. But I think my opponent just had a really awkward hand. And like having no fiddle pushes or lightning bolts or dismember whatsoever against burn, pretty hard to win if they have multiple creatures. Alright, let's get around number 2. Would love this hand if I was on the play, but I'm on the draw. But I think it's still a keep. But on the draw, it might be a pretty bad hand, depending on what we're playing against. Because of Fiery Islet and Eidolon. Yep. I guess all the streamers right now are like, either you play it or you just have a good sideboard against it. Hello. Misty Rainforest, taking a while. Yeah, honestly, I'm just playing for fun at the moment. I'm not like really thinking of like today or yesterday was not yesterday. Tomorrow is gonna be like the Kaldheim PTQ Modern Challenge, and I'm not gonna do it just because I don't want to face like a million Cascade decks and stuff. Yeah, I just don't want to play against those type of metagames. But the next Saturday or Sunday, like next week after the bans, I think I'm going to play Burn, because usually Burn is a good deck to pick up when like the metagame is not like really safe or it's not really determined. Okay, so we drew. Guess I'm just gonna go for Searing Blaze here, or I could play Eidolon since I have another Fiery Islet. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play Eidolon here. And by doing this attack next turn, they won't be surprised if I attack again. Yeah, exactly. That's what the words I was searching. Oh my god, everybody's playing this because of Tivolt. It's only a non-creature or one. Okay, so it's any spell. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to Searing Blaze that, or I could Lightning Bolt it and attack and then Lightning Bolt Wall of Moments, but Lightning Bolt on a wall seems pretty a waste of cards. I'm just gonna go face next turn. Get in there for 2. Oh yeah, sure, I could have done that. I just played my line too fast there. I forgot about a second effect where the lands come taps. Yeah, that was actually a better line. Alright, opponent keeping all mana up. They don't have cryptic mana, which is good. I think we could just go for good old 3-burn spell, see what you have, just because we have an Eidolon, and that tells me, like, if you want to counter my spell, they're gonna have to take 2 every time. Or I could just play Swiftspear plus, like, Lava Spike Bolt, which is also good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play Swiftspear. Oh, that's fine. Honestly, I have not played a lot of like main like live streams, so keeping up with chat and checking the game might be sometimes distracting. So I'm gonna make some few misplays. So let's go to attack, swing with the team. I guess they could have like a Icefine Coatl. Wow, Venser, okay. Let's see what they target. My Swiftspear. Sure. So they want to block the Eidolon, I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care. We have 9 points of burn in hand, so if they block the Eidolon, don't really mind. Yeah, that's fine. Like, the Eidolon is very good at the moment, but I think we're not gonna be too cute. We're just gonna bolt face, and I think I'm just gonna bolt face now. So if they want to force some negation, they would have to take an extra 2 from the Eidolon. Sure. So they're down to 3. Pass turn. So if we draw land next turn, we could do Swiftspear, Skullcrack, and Bolt, and the chance that they can stop everything is pretty unlikely. Sure. So they're gonna take one for sure if they don't want to die. So I'm just gonna go Swiftspear, Bolt, main, and then Skewer the Critics post-combat. They would need a Force of Negation to stop us here. Sure. Alright, so bent stuff, shenanigans. Skullcrack, Vortex come in. I don't know how many creatures they're running. We just saw Wall and Avencer, but I'm pretty sure they're running like Icefang Coatl, and they might have the Stoneforge package and stuff. I'm just gonna put out my Rift Bolts. Probably are running Teferi. I guess I'm gonna cut one Searing Blaze and go with that. No Stoneforge Mystic. So I guess if they're pure Ephemerate, they have like Eternal Witness, Skyclave Apparition and stuff. Yeah. Yes, like 3 Blaze. Honestly, Blaze against them sometimes gonna be awkward, but if I just like draw one, could be fine. Like swing with my creature, killing the wall, killing in a Skyclave Apparition or Eternal Witness is fine. Wow, that's we have 2 Horizon Canopy lands, so we can crack them. We can do turn 1 Lava Spike, turn 2 Roiling Vortex. It's a pretty slow hand. I think it's a bit too slow. I'm gonna mull. Now we have a 1 lander. So if we draw a second land, this hand is fine. We're on the draw. If we don't, though, we're gonna be in trouble. I think I'm gonna risk it. Probably just the Skewer. If I don't draw my second land, things are gonna go south pretty fast. At least we won game 1, so when you win game 1, I'm less concerned about keeping risky hand because you know you can always go to game 3. Alright. So let's just Lava Spike them. Sure. Oh, the new snow-covered lands. Nice. Land. Nice. I think here we just go for Eidolon just because Eidolon does not get forced, and if they have like a mana leak or a man, I'm fine with that. Sure, nothing. Probably just gonna play the Roiling Vortex next turn, so I hope I'm drawing a line again. On thin ice, sure. This is only creature, right? Yep. Okay, so they have 2 mana up. Boros Charm. Boros Charm is pretty good. Means we can go Boros Charm, end of turn. Roiling Vortex at the moment doesn't do much. Alright, since we drew the second Charm, I think I'm just gonna Boros Charm them at the end of their turn. And we have 2 bolts as well, so if we draw another land, we have a lot of burn spells to try to finish up the game. Just want them to tap out so I can play safely my rolling. They just F6, sure. Once again, I'm just gonna pass. Well, they did f6, so I guess they might have like nothing. They have 6 end of turn though, so I would love to see a land on top. Boros Charm again. Spell Pierce, sure. Find. Nice. So now I'm just gonna go for Swiftspear Double Bolt, threatening lethal here. Sure. Alright, down to 3. So at least we got Celestial Purge out of the way. For rolling. That's cool. Lava Spike on top. Lightning Bolt. A land, sure. Roiling Vortex. I guess I should have played this land because they're running Spell Pierce. Okay, please don't Spell Pierce me. Please. Please don't. Please, don't do it. Nice. Alright, pass turn. So we can either activate the Roiling Vortex or just crack one of our 2 canopy lands. They're gonna draw another card, but they do have to take 5 if they want to do that. Unless they have like a Nitro Gust, like Gust my Roiling Vortex, Ephemerate on the Asfang. Is this a May? Because at the beginning of the game, oh, you may, so they won't do it if they don't have a Aether Gust. Do it. Do it. Okay. They knew. Sometimes people forget about Roiling Vortex second ability and they play like Mishra's Bubble and they take 5 and they just lose, and it happens most like I saw it more than once. Alright, so let's just drag this. Guide. I take 1. Skewer the Critics. Not great. Pretty awkward situation here. I think I'm just gonna, yeah. I was thinking between pass and play the guide. I think I'm gonna play guide and pass. If they like path the guide or something, would help me with my mana next turn. And they need to deal with the Roiling Vortex or else they just die. Sure. So they're down to 1. This line is killing them, honestly. It's so bad against us. Wow. Sure. It's only 2, so it's not, doesn't change a lot. Neoform. Okay. Okay. To what? Euro. Sure. Gaining 3. Going back to 5. Wow. Okay. I don't know, man. It's a weird list. So I think here I just play the Vortex because next turn they can escape the Euro and we need to prevent the life gain. I really hope they don't have a force. Sure, play my land. Try to attack. They have to block, so they cannot ephemerate this. Yep. Pass turn. Their path is useless. So we got the Euro covered for now, and they have to like use their entire turn to play it. Actually, if they play Euro, we just win because we know they don't have another land. Yeah, they cannot play Euro. Eidolon, go. This Skewer is so bad at the moment. Just really awkward. So doing this because if they have Cryptic, they can counterbounce. We can replay it. Of course, they're gonna play their Euro. Now they need a force. Yep. Okay. I was thinking that they had a force, but yes, they didn't. So sometimes you gotta go for it. Yeah, they're Waterlogged Grove or whatever the name is called. I think it did like 5 or 6 damage to them, so I think we won because of this land. Super good hand. I'm gonna keep, and I'm on to play as well. So my opponent says finally a matchup. I mostly play Burn, but I like a lot of Lightning Bolt decks in general, like Izzet Blitz, Jund, Jeskai Control. Like all the decks in Modern that is running Lightning Bolt, I've played it. Alright, Dredge. So Eidolons against Dredge is so bad. Our opponent says, finally we can play like a matchup. No Valkyries, no Euros, no Fields. Which is pretty much, I think, is going to be all the cards we're going to see ban next Monday. Okay, so... Nope. I think here we just pass. Our Eidolon is really bad. I'm gonna hold like Skullcrack slash Boros Charm slash Searing Blaze. My opponent goes like for 3 Creeping Chills. We're gonna have a Skullcrack for that. Opponent has a Blood Gas coming. Yes, it's gonna be a cursor click. Yep. Dredging 5. Creeping Chill number 1. Sure. Let's just Skullcrack here. Not a good draw. Let's attack for 2. Opponent blocks. Yeah, our hand is awkward. I think I'm just gonna say go for now. Once again, our Eidolon is really bad. No creeping chill would be pretty appreciated. Please. Opponent whiffs on creeping chill. Right now we are 2-0, but we're against Dredge, so I think it's gonna be a 2-1. Hello. Guess they can ox us. Just whiff on creeping chill, please. I just hope like they have 3 creeping chill in their hand. Deals 2 to our guide and 6 to our face. Discarding a lot of dredging stuff. Sure. Down to 10. Down to 8. Okay. We're drawing poorly here. Yeah, there's a pretty good chance that we're just dead. But we're gonna play with our outs, I guess. Swiftspear into Skewer the Critics. So there's a lot of things that needs to go right to win this game. We have to to win this game. We have to not die. My opponent needs to gain 0 life, and we need to top deck a Boros Charm. Man, those Eidolons. Down to 2. So are we just dead? I guess. They can Ox. Get like two chills. Alright, so they're trying to win with the chills or the blood gas, I guess. Oh, they already played their land drop. So if they whiff, we might have a chance. Ah, creeping chill. Yep. And creeping chill. Alright. Really weird game. We drew really poorly, but our opponent did not do much as well, so it was a really weird game. Sure, something like that. So I find out that I like Roiling Vortex in the Dredge matchup because sometimes, like I said, the only card that can save you is a Skullcrack, and Roiling Vortex, even though it's not exactly a Skullcrack, can help you in this game plan. So yeah, I think Roiling Vortex is fine in the matchup, and honestly, we're playing against Dredge, so we don't have a million cards. It's already a bad matchup. We do have a great hand, though. I'm gonna keep the fetch in case we want to Searing Blaze later on if we draw another land. Might not be the right choice because we're gonna take like 1 more damage. Let's see if the 1 more damage is gonna matter. They got nothing. Nice. Let's just slam Rest in Peace and hope they don't have an answer. Our opponent says oof. I guess they don't have an answer if they're not happy about Rest in Peace. Oh, okay. Rest in Peace number 2. I guess I'm just gonna play it for safe measures. Okay. Just to be sure they don't have a claim. Now they need 2 removal Graveyard Hate to win. And our opponent has 3 Shrinkhorn. Wow. Okay. I think this game is gonna be over pretty fast. And by the way, we only have 2 Rest in Peace in our deck, so we got pretty lucky. Okay. So we have lethal next turn. And they cannot gain life, so we're playing Boros Enchantments. Sure. Yep. Alright, so that was pretty straightforward. On the draw. That's pretty much it. I know Searing Blood doesn't interact well with Rest in Peace, but if I don't draw the Rest in Peace, Searing Blood is fine. Ooh, okay, so very good hand if we draw land. I think against Dredge you have to risk it sometimes, so gonna risk it. But honestly, against Dredge sometimes a Rest in Peace turn 2 is too slow. Wow. Best land in our deck to draw. Nice. And no Shriekhorn. So things are going fine for us now. Lavax. Lavax discarding Life from the Loam. Please, no crazy turn 2. Please, don't do anything crazy. Well, they do have 1 Prize Amalgam. Please, no crazy turn 2. 2 Prize Amalgam. No, don't do a Cataclysmic Reunion, please. Come on, whiff, whiff! Oh, 1 chill, that's totally fine. Wow. Only 1 chill? That's a whiff. They got Cathartic, Nature's Flame, Lightning Axe, Blood Crypt, Shriekhorn, Bloodstained Mire, and 1 Blood Gas, but it's gonna get Rest in Peace. And we got the Rest in Peace, so my opponent's down to 3 cards. Okay, my opponent doesn't do much. I guess I'm just gonna say go. I'm going to use my mana efficiently, even though I have a guide. Alright, so end of turn, Boros Charm you. Land. Nice. So I don't think my opponent's gonna play any creature anytime soon, but we don't really mind since our guide is gonna attack for 2 forever, unless they have Lightning Axe. And right now, they don't have a lot of mana to hardcast their creatures. So end of turn, Boros Charm. Reaping Chill on top, but they don't have the mana to cast it. And it's game. Alright, so it was pretty nice winning against Dredge. Doesn't happen a lot. But I guess it happens sometimes when you draw your rest in peace. So I'm just gonna do a quick bathroom break. We're right now 3-0. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Alright. Let's go to round number 4. Mm-mm. Waiting time is a bit long. Okay. Finally. All right. Round number 4. We're on the draw. Hello. Opponent, are you there? Alright, so once again, I love this hand on the play, but on the draw, eh. But it's good enough to keep. Just sometimes double Eidolons on the draw can be like very bad if your opponent's playing a very aggressive deck. Like I said, in a blind against a blind opponent, I think I'm still going to keep. But opponent's taking its time. So while we wait, for the people that don't know me, I'm ggforgoblinguide, and I started a YouTube channel focused on Modern Burn. And if you like this content or Lightning Bolt decks in general in Modern, you can go check my YouTube channel. It's in the description of the Twitch. And yeah, I don't do a lot of streams on Twitch, but if you guys like this, I might do some more when I have time. Mystic Sanctuary, go. Okay. So Eidolon is pretty good against a Mystic Sanctuary deck. So glad I kept this hand. Okay. I'm just gonna slam an Eidolon here. Let's see if they have nothing. Okay. End of turn path. Maybe. No. Trio May. So this is 4 color or Timur? 4 color. Okay. Zero. Okay, this is 5 color Velki. Right. Alright, so guess we had to face it at least once in this league. My opponent's at 13, so I'm just gonna go face. Wait, just want to see what they got first. A land and another Tybalt. Okay, I'm just gonna go face, honestly. My opponent's at 13. I don't have to waste time on this Tybalt. Waste time and resources. Boros Charm your face. My opponent is pretty much forced to kill the Eidolon, and I have another one, and I have 2 Sunbaked, so I think we're fine here. Yep, kill my Eidolon. And they kill my Eidolon and they cannot play it, so that's cool. Burrow, back to 4. Another land, okay. Let's try to draw a burn spell here. Yes, and we got Boros Charms, which is like the best burn spell we could have hoped for. I know they're playing Force of Negation. So, do we do that now? I guess I'm just gonna do it now because even if they have Force and another blue card, we're still not in trouble that much because they would need a green source as well. Like, they would need a lot of things for them to go, for everything for them to go right, so I'm just gonna slam the Boros Charm here. Nice. So Searing Blaze is not really good. Roiling Vortex in, Deafening Silence in, Rift Bolt out, Skullcrack, and yep, let's go. Fortunately, we still have like one Rift Bolt that could be awkward if we draw it, but I mean that happens. Yep, I really hope this Monday Valky Dex goes away. Or like Valky, honestly, in a non-cheating way, in a non-cheating cascade way, it's a fun card. Honestly, it can be some like be played against some decks in Standard or Pioneer. Maybe not Modern power level, but like now, when you cheat it in play, it's true that it's a bit too broken. It's like better than Oko on turn 3. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They did it once before, I think, with dual cards, so they can just do it again. It's a pretty easy rule fix, I think. I'm not a judge or anything, but I think it's a pretty easy rule fix to do. Okay, so that's a pretty good hand. I'm gonna keep. I think I'm just gonna slam the Deafening Silence, because they're playing Searing Spirit Guide, so they can go for a turn 2 to Volt. I'd rather be safe than sorry, and we can just double Swiftspear turn 2, which is fine. Okay. Pass turn. I know some versions are playing Wear and Tear, so they might have that to destroy the Deafening Silence. Core Firewalker, sure. Do we go for double Swiftspear? Yeah, I think we go for double Swiftspear here. So next turn we can have like a Skullcrack. You kill the Core Firewalker if they block. It was between double Swiftspear and Roiling Vortex here. I think double Swiftspear is fine. Putting some pressure on the board. I really hope my opponent has like a double Violent Outburst in hand or something. Burrow. Yep. Sure. Uro. Big boy. My opponent cannot really block unless they have a force or another counter spell. Really hope they don't though, but they went to block really fast, so I guess they do have one. Oh, they don't. Wow. Wow, okay. They just went to block so fast there. I think like wasting their core Farwalker like that is not great. So they don't have a double green source at the moment. The fairy bounce my silence. Or it might just plus, honestly. Bouncing my silence doesn't accomplish much. I'm just gonna attack with Swiftspear and replay it and whatever. Bounce a Swiftspear, sure. It's a pretty nice draw. Just a land here. Okay, so let's go for Swiftspear. Jog that in. Try to play a Roiling Vortex. I think I'm going to kill the fairy. My opponent has 15 life, so they're not they're not close to be dead, so I'm just gonna go for the fairy here. So my opponent is a bit locked of doing Cascade Spell, having Roiling Vortex and Deafening Silence. But they could bring back Uro if they have a second green source. Alright, Uro number 2, but once again they don't have a second green. And they didn't play land. Mystian Forest, gonna get them an Uro. Sure. But we do have Roiling Vortex to prevent the life gain. I think we were pretty close from winning here. So, what are you gonna do with your Uro? Honestly, I think there's almost no way we're dead. Unless they have a Nitro Gust. I'm not dead, but they're surviving. Yeah. I guess we just bold face. And attack with everything. Yep, and even if my opponent had, let's say, a counter spell, we still attacked for 4. And even they couldn't do a force because we had Roiling Vortex. We had Deafening Silence, they couldn't do double removal, so nice. Alright, so we beat the Valky decks. Let's try to go for a 5-0 here. It was pretty nice. I really like sometimes when you play in TGO you cannot like see what your opponent has in hand, like in real life. Well, I guess you can if you tell them in chat to show you your hand. But sometimes I really want to know if my opponent had like 2 Cascade or 3 Cascade cards in hand and they were just stuck. So, small reminder, if you're new to my Twitch, you can just click the little follow button below me and I mean, even if I don't redo a stream, it's free. Just if you guys, the more people that follows, the more it tells me that you like the Twitch. So I'm just gonna do more. Alright, we're on the draw for final round against a Yorion deck. Oh my goodness, 4 lands, 2 Eidolons, wow. I think that's just a mull here. Our lands, we don't even have 1 canopy in the land. We're on the draw, so Eidolon might be awkward. Let's take a mull. Alright, that's better, so let's put Sunbaked to the bottom. Go. Plains, pass, sure. Suspend Riftbolt, pass the turn. Deal of Ruin, okay. So I guess this is like another Death and Taxes Yorion deck. Wow, main deck Cleric, sure. Don't really care about the Cleric, I'm just gonna go face. And I'm going to play Eidolon. I'm going to fetch a Sacred Foundry because they do have a lot of ways to give you basic lines. Sure, another Archon. So I guess people are just playing Archon to beat the Valky decks at the moment, because it's like in 10 matches, it's like our 4th Archon deck. Just gonna Skullcrack here, use my spells. Probably just gonna Riftbolt this and cast some Lava Spikes. Wow, okay. Rest to Angel. Well, that's annoying. So I guess we cannot play this, so pass turn. Yeah, I think we're just dead. They have a 2-turn clock. They're at 12. We cannot kill this. And our Eidolon's hurting us. Even if we draw... yeah, we have no out, I think. Helix? Target this? Maybe? Yeah, I guess Helix would give us a turn. No, because our Eidolon is gonna kill us. Let's just see what we draw. Alright. Guess Skewer might be more awkward than Roof Bolts. Too late. Okay. Yeah, let's keep this. The Blaze helps a lot this hand, so gonna try it. We do have a lot of burn in hand, so might just carry us through just hard burn. But if they leyline me, it's pretty much over. Well, against the 5, okay. Silent clearing is great. Get out of here. Great first land for us to see. They're just gonna protect from our Searing Blaze, so Vintage go. And maybe there's gonna be a turn that we can do Searing Blaze and Skullcrack in the same turn. Maybe. So I'm just gonna say go for now and see what happens. Maybe this land's just gonna kill them. Wow! Double silent clearing. That's not good for them. Okay. Unless they had like a core Firewalker or Uruk Champion. Okay. So I'm just gonna make them sack this, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna want to protect the Talia here. Pretty sure. And it prevents them 3 life face, so... Because it was a good plan to go Skullcrack and Searing Blaze on the same turn, but with the Talia on the battlefield, it's not possible anymore. But I think these 2 lines are just gonna help us a lot if they want to play spells. Archon, sure. Okay. I'm just gonna say go. We need 1 more burn spell. Opponent has 4 pressure. That's good. 4 mana tells me they might have a Resto Angel again. But if they do want to Resto Angel, they take 2 from the trade. So I guess I'm fine with that. Actually, I could just go... Pretty sure end of turn they might want to sack this, so if I go for this, play Swiftspear, they take... that's pretty close. Alright, they do have a risk though, but like I said, they're still gonna take 3. They're down to 1, so that's fine. Just gonna say go. And next turn we can hardcast Skullcrack and unless Skullcrack Skewer the Critics. So they need to gain life here. They cannot tap their Silent Clearing. Yep. Yep. Get in. And we win. Nice. Alright, final game for the 5-0. But we're on the draw. We're on the draw. Like I said, I think I'm just gonna go for that instead. Maybe even that, honestly. Skewer the Critics seems so bad against them. Yep. Easy mole. That's pretty bad. Wow, that's so bad. We have to go to 5. Opponent keeps 6. Yes, we have to keep this, so Eidolon. Path. Alright, let's see what we can get with this 5 hand. Sure. We need to get our second land first of all. Either Vile, sure. Please land on top. Nice. Pass turn. Alright, really hope they don't have too much stuff. They just... Okay. End of turn, Boros Charm. I'm going to keep this in hand for Searing Blaze something. I'm going to path this. When they want to equip it, I guess. Okay, so maybe even with our multi 5 we might be fine. Okay. That's fine. We're just gonna cast one spell. Oh. Why did I tap this? I thought it was a Talia. Okay. I took one more damage there, so I hope that doesn't matter at the end, but it might. We're pretty low. Damn, that was bad. And now they can Ghost Quarter and stuff, and I couldn't crack my Sunbake. Okay. I guess we crack it now. Should have played the Lava Spike after cracking my Sunbake. Missed sequence there, in case I drew like a Swiftspear. They make a 1/1, sure. Gonna be pretty close, and this sword's gonna deal 3 + 2, it's 5 exactly lethal. Oh my god, maybe my 1 damage from the Sunbake was is gonna give them the game. Damn, it's gonna be very, very close. We need to draw a burn spell, and we need them to not gain life and not put some... We need like a 1 mana burn spell. Okay, so float a red. I think that was a mistake on their part. Because now they give us the chance to just draw a 2 mana burn spell. I think that was a huge mistake. Unless they have like some life gain or something. Come on, guys. Burn spell on top. Burn spell on top for the 5-0. Ah, man. Let us draw. My god. He knows we need to draw just a burn here. Because I don't think they have a 3 mana, like, gain some life in their deck, so... Opponent! Let's see what we draw. Come on! Burn spell! Oh. And even the most powerful burn spell in Magic. Well, depends on which situation, but nice. Nice little 5-0 with burn. That was pretty cool. I'm happy I decided to bring one more Searing Blood. I think if you guys want to play burn, you're going to see a lot of creature matchups. Archon is definitely an annoying card right now, but everything is going to change on Monday, so